What serial excision? Why do you have to wait a minimum of 3 months between excisions? Good, lot of good questions tonight. I've got to say that's one of them. That is a good question. So people having serial excisions are people who've got big things. Usually, to be honest with you, it's tattoos, but also things like moles. If someone's got a very big mole, if someone's got like a big skin graft or something like that that they want to have excised, a big thing that can't be excised in one go, you can excise it in several goes. So what that means is you excise as much as you can in the first go, obviously, and when you've finished excising it, so you've got, like, say, a big tattoo, you excise as much of it you can, and then you're left with a scar with still a big tattoo on either side. Now, when you finish that operation, when you finish that excision, it is really tight. There's no way you could have taken any more out, otherwise you would have taken more out. It's really, really tight. But then as you leave it, the skin gives. That's an attribute of the skin. If you put the skin under tension, more skin grows. That's why people need a tummy tuck. That's why people need a breast lift, because when you put the skin under tension by being pregnant or putting on weight, you're stretching the skin, and it's a gradual thing. If you got to pay a person and try to put a term baby inside their tummy, it would never fit because it's too tight. But if the baby grows over 9 months, gradually stretching, as it puts the skin under tension, more skin grows. So we use that attribute of the skin to our advantage when we do a serial excision. So we close it really tight, tight as anything. You've got to leave it 3 months, because if you leave it less than 3 months and you try and go back, it'll be too tight. If you go back the next day and try and take more out, forget it. You'll take the stitches out, the thing will ping open. You probably won't be able to close it again. It'll be really, really tight. So you have to get it healed and get the scar softened and get the tissues softened. And as they soften, because you put them under stretch, more skin will grow and it won't be so tight. So the first day you have it, you think, oh my Lord, he's taken too much out there. Really tight that is. Oh God, that's uncomfortable. Next day, actually, it's not so uncomfortable. And then 3 months later, it's not uncomfortable at all. It feels normal and the skin feels nice and soft and moves nicely. So you can go back and do it again. It's a minimum of 3 months because you have to let those tissues soften and settle. Because if you try and do it before 3 months, they will be too tight and it'll be difficult. And it's horrible doing surgery before 3 months. Everything's woody and it doesn't move and hard, and you just can't get as much out. It's a false economy for a serial excision because you won't be able to get hardly anything out if you try and do it in less than 3 months. And the longer you leave it, the better. Obviously, people want to have it finished, this sort of treatment, so they want it as soon as possible. If you can leave it 6 months, if you can leave it a year, you'll be able to get even more out. But you might say, look, I want to get it done. I don't want to leave it a year. So it's a balance.